well, but we do have a lot of domestic cues and these global cues that will impact our own markets as well. We have our research team joining in to tell you just that. What's the trade setup looking like, the stocks that are likely to be in the news, and the action from the F&O space as well. Hey guys, a very good morning to all of you. Ekta, let me come across to you first up. What is the market setup or the cues looking like today?
Thanks for that. Well, yes, overall the momentum continues for our markets. The markets gained for the fourth straight session. We had the Sensex and the Nifty at fresh 5-month highs. The Sensex and the Nifty are just about kissing distance away from their record highs, so it's just a matter of time till they get there. The Nifty Bank and the mid-cap index were at record closing highs for the second straight session, so that gives you a sense in terms of the momentum. FIIs bought for the 8th session consecutively. They net bought over 2,000 odd crores. This is the largest buy figure that we've seen from the FIIs in the cash market for equities since the 8th of May. DIIs net sold after 7 sessions of buying consecutively, so they net sold around 438 odd crores. Now, earnings season is largely over. We do have maybe a couple of result reactions, but the focus is back on the global markets. The US markets are in focus on account of the debt ceiling vote, which would be on Wednesday evening. So that would continue to be the key point to watch out for. Asia is mixed at this point in time. China manufacturing has declined for the second straight month, so there is some apprehension there. Now just watch out for crude prices, because there was quite a stark reaction on the downside for crude prices ahead of the debt ceiling vote. Now, the other point to watch out for our markets back home is the MSCI India review, which is effective. We may receive an inflow of approximately around $500 million. Kotak is going to see the biggest weight increase. There is an addition of Max Health, Hindustan Aeronautics, Sona BLW Precision as well. We also have the Q4 FY23 GDP this evening, so all eyes will be on that. The growth is estimated at around 5.1%. US jobs report on Friday. RBI meet on June 6 to 8th. So these are a couple of cues to watch out for.
Okay, that's a lot of news that we had to track today. Ekta, thank you so much for all those cues. Let me go across to Surbhi. She's joining in with all the stocks that are in focus today. Surbhi.
Good morning, Sonal. So we have a couple of earnings to track. First one is Adani Ports. The revenues were up 40%. The EBITDA was up 59% and margins have come in at 56%. Next is Mankind Pharma. The revenues were up 19%. The EBITDA was up 46% and margins have come in at 20%. Torrent Pharma, the results are in line with estimates. The growth is led by India, Germany and Brazil. The revenues are up 17% and margins have come in at 29%. Lemon Tree Hotels, strong set of numbers there. Revenues are up 2 times, EBITDA is up 6 times and margins have come in at 55%. Patanjali Foods, revenues are up 18%, the EBITDA is down 20% and margins have come in at 4%. Apart from this, Coal India will also be in focus as the company raises the non-coking coal prices by 8% and is going to see an incremental revenue of close to 2,700 crores from this price increase.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Surbhi. A lot of stocks which are on our radar today. But let's talk about the F&O space. Mangalam is joining in with all the cues. Mangalam.
Well, good morning. Yesterday the Nifty consolidated near the record high. The fulcrum of the market was the 18,600 mark. But in the last hour, we saw a bit of a spike, and that was largely led by the Nifty Financial Services expiry, because we did see a fair amount of call writing at 19,600. The index closed just above that. The cash market volumes, they continue to be heartening. 2,086 crores is what the FIs bought. But if you look at May itself, the old adage, sell in May, go away, didn't work for the FIs this time. In fact, they bought nearly $3 billion, 24,450 odd crores. In index futures as well, there was a mild purchase. 4,000 long positions added, 1,250 short positions added. So their longs are hovering around that 60% mark itself, between 60-62%, currently at 61%, with the shorts at 39% itself. Now, all the options data was largely muddled because of the weekly options expiry of the financial services. So let's take a look at the active strikes. The 18,600 put continues to see a fair amount of writing, and that gives bulls belief that 18,550 will be an important support to watch out for. However, there is congestion at levels closer to that 18,700 mark, and we see that with the call writing that we see at 18,650 and 18,700. So 18,650 call added about 7 lakh shares in open interest. The overall open interest is close to around 63 lakh shares. 56 rupees is a premium, telling you 18,700 could be a bit of a congestion zone. 18,700 as well, adding almost a crore shares in open interest. which is outstanding right now, 30 rupees premium, 18,700 to 18,730 is where the congestion zone is. So if you just take a look at the option levels, the port for the Nifty comes in around 18,550, congestion around 18,700 to 18,750. The SGX Nifty is indicating a cut of almost 40 points at the open, so we start closer to that 18,600 mark once again. The Nifty put-call ratio is 1.32, closer to the higher levels that we've seen, indicating overbought zones. So we need to see this cool off, and we need to see the moving averages moderate before we see a big move closer to that record high once again.
Okay, all right. Ekta, Surbhi, Mangalam, thank you so much for joining us. That's our Power Prep segment. We'll do one thing, slip into a break. And as we do that, here's a quick programming note. Future Female Forward is headed to Hyderabad. Catch industry leaders share some valuable insights on creating an equitable workplace today. That will be 5 p.m. onwards. You can catch it only on CNBC TV 18.